All right, welcome to another edition of How'd We Get Here? We are in San Francisco. We are on Hawks Hill in San Francisco. We took a Boeing 767-300 across the country. We rode the 101 up to Hawks Hill here. We are overlooking the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge. This is crazy. This is a crazy view, dude. This is fucking so sick. This is insane. I can't believe we're up here. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning or 6:45 in the morning, something like that. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I don't know. It's an insane view. We're very lucky to be watching the sunrise up here. We were talking in the car. Paz was giving fun facts about San Francisco, and he said, "Fun fact: the Golden Gate Bridge is in red." And I said, "I know, because I have eyes." And most people in the car disagreed. Everyone thought it was red. Never in my life did I think the Golden Gate Bridge was red. I always knew it was orange because it's orange, but if you're unsure, the official color is international orange. It's painted. It's been painted once ever, which is crazy. I can't believe that they only had to paint it one time. That's obviously not true. It is constantly painted. And I guess we'll take this moment to correct an issue from the last podcast in our newest segment called "That's a Good Point." That's a good point. John Lennon didn't kill himself. All right, so here's the deal with the John Lennon situation. Right before we started the podcast, like we talk about like fun facts about things, or we try and remind each other of stuff. Like before we got out here, Pavs reminded me that in San Francisco, Carl is the name of fog. They just name that weather pattern, I guess it is, and they're just like, oh, Carl's here, and that's just when it's fog. Carl's in my mouth. That's just when it's foggy out, you know. But why was I bringing that up? Oh, because of the big one. Yeah. The John Lennon thing. So we were setting up in Central Park, and we're recognizing things around us that people might care about. Trump Tower, we keep saying. I've said it 5 times now. I don't know why. Right before we hit record, Owen goes, and John Lennon killed himself like 2 blocks away, and like I just heard it and regurgitated it, and as I was saying it. In my head, I was like, I'm pretty sure John Lennon didn't kill himself. So then in my head, I corrected myself and was like, he probably means Vladimir Lenin. And I thought that made more sense, that Vladimir Lenin killed himself not far from Central Park. And then I was like, well, no, Vladimir Lenin wouldn't have done that. Whatever. The point of the whole fucking thing is, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I said it. It just came out. It just came out. I apologize. Anyway, we are very happy to be here. Thrilled to be in San Francisco. It is a blessing as always. Last night we went to House of Prime, which is apparently an insane spot to get a reservation at, and had one of the better Super Bowl week meals I've ever had. Not that we have a lot of great ones, but it was me, Roan, Marty, Jeff D. Lowe, and Eddie, and the 5 of us had a table. And I swear to God, on some full-blown Always Sunny in Philadelphia shit. Like, Dave's got a standing reservation at House of Prime for the full week. And it was just perfectly across the room. Luckily, they had at House of Prime, they have these big, like, fucking industrial ovens that are basically blocking the views. But Dave's table was like Dave, Rico, Dan, Hank, I forget. It's a big table, though. It's a big table. And just staring back and forth at each other, Always Sunny in Philadelphia style, was hilarious. And then Roan had the idea that we should send them over 10 mils because, I don't know, because it was funny. They had at House of Prime, it's a very simple menu. You can get beef and fish, you can get prime rib and fish, and then you can get potatoes, cream spinach, water, milk, and drinks. That's it. But they had milk on the menu. We thought that was funny, so we got 5 milks to order, and they were delicious, great milks. And then we were like, what they would hate is if we sent them 10 milks. and buddy, they hated it. They didn't smile. They didn't think it was a little bit funny to the point where the waiter was standing in the middle of the restaurant with just 10 milk. This is our fault. This is our fault. We shouldn't have put him in this position. But he's standing there with 10 milks looking back at us. Like, guys, I don't think they're going to take the milks. We were like, brother, you got to sell them on the milks. You got to tell them they have to keep the milk. This is probably a story that was just, you had to be there. but the poor guy was in a tough spot. And then we felt bad when he was coming by. So we were like, oh, don't get rid of the milks. We'll take the milks. So we took 10 more glasses of milk at our table of 5. I didn't sleep great last night. Bro, I got half a gallon of milk in my stomach right now, dude. You know what I mean? I'm also insanely sore because we had the flag football game last night. And fun little situation happened there. Can anyone here confirm or deny? Did my team, Brandon Walker, have first overall pick? Yes, he did. He had first overall. Okay. So Brandon took Gilly first overall with the intention of Gilly playing quarterback. And then Gilly showed up and was like, I don't play quarterback, dude. He's like, it was a full-blown Stanley from The Office situation. I think, I don't know. I'll give Brandon a little bit of credit in that. I know Gilly's a great basketball player. I know he's always at celebrity games and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't think there's any evidence that we should have been drafting Gilly 1-1 to play QB. So anyway, Gilly gets there and he's like, yeah, dude, I don't play quarterback. I play wide receiver. So I stepped in and played QB, and I feel like I got in 10 car accidents yesterday. I am in so much pain. I am in every limb hurts, every joint hurts. I have bruises all over the place. I was looking in the hotel full body mirror this morning, naked, looking at myself like I don't know, like maybe like a superhero looks at himself before he's like, I'm not letting this happen again. You know what I mean? Like kind of like turning my back, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's bruises back there. I think I broke a finger. My knuckles all fucked up. Having said all of that, that was the most fun I've had in a long time. That was a fucking blast. Playing flag football, getting jacked up, having fucking John Gruden commentate you playing football. That was really, really fun. I say really, really all the time. I'm going to address that. My nephew says it, and I think it's funny, and I can't stop saying it. It's out of control. I understand it. I catch it too. But everything I describe like a 3-year-old. Really, really good. It was really, really fun. We're really, really lucky. This is really, really nice. This is the game in general. Yeah, speaking of 3-year-olds, it felt like being a kid out there, obviously. It felt like being a kid out there. However, despite having childlike fun, you also have been in some kind of, I guess it's the Benjamin Button situation, that everything in you is moving at a speed that your brain does not remember it moving at. Like every decision I would make, every instinct I would have. I haven't played football in 20 years. I haven't played most sports in 20 years, but football for sure. And every instinct, everything I had, it felt good. It felt like cool to have it. And then the action would be completed 4 seconds later. It was, the body does not move like we thought the body used to move. Hey, how you doing? We were obviously at kind of a lookout here, so a lot of cars pulling up. Very windy though, so we're lucky. We're lucky to have that. Lucky to have the this fucking wearing the cans on my head, because otherwise the hat would have blown off 10 times already. If you can't read the hat, it says Genuine Original Dothan, Alabama, because that's where I just was, and I was checking into my hotel, and the guy at the front desk said, "Want to buy a hat?" I was like, "Yeah." And he pulled out. This is a chain hotel. This is not a hotel where when you're checking in, people are running merch on you. But this guy did. And then he said something to me. He said, when he checked my ID, because I have a New York license now, which I guess that is an interesting thing. I very recently got a New York license, so I don't know. I guess I'm a New Yorker now. I don't know. I think you have to be in New York for 10 years before you're a New Yorker, but I do have a license now from New York. Whatever. That didn't have to be said. Yeah, the guy from Dothan saw my license and went in a very Deliverance style, "You a mighty long way from home." And I was like, "Why'd you say it like that, dude?" You know what I mean? It was one of the few, I guess it was one of the few circumstances where it was kind of more threatening because he said it kind of gay. Where it's like, dude, why are you saying it like that? What the fuck do you mean? "You a mighty long way from home." Kind of licked his lips while he said it. I don't even know if it was a horny thing. I think it was a hungry thing. He's like, "Damn, that boy's got a fat face I'd like to eat. Face is fat. But I was in Dothan because I was on the road with Bert. Oh wait, before we get to the road with Bert, I gotta get some. I just looked down and saw my wrist, which is a brick watch on it, and that's because we'll get. So I brought the Rolex out because Dave wanted to see it. So the Rolex is here. So I wore it out here on the flight. But I guess somewhat ironically, it's my first flight off the first class list. So I wasn't even in Comfort Plus. I was in third class in a Rolex day. And I was like, maybe Dave did this so someone kills me. Maybe that's why. Maybe this whole thing is just so someone fucking murders me. I'm staying in the Tenderloin district and flew third class. He just doesn't want to fire me. Also on that flight, I got a lot to say about that flight. Like I said, my first time off the first class list in a while. So I landed, and it's like a 6.5 hour flight here. They didn't even think about giving us food. Like, they didn't even consider it. I got off the flight. I was like, "Pabs, are you telling me all these flights for 6-7 hours, you guys are in the back getting nothing?" Like, I'm not expecting the full rigmarole, but like, you're not even gonna offer me the option to buy a snack box or something like that. Like, they got those snack boxes. I've seen those things. I don't even get a chance to have food on this flight. I got on that flight at what time did we get on that flight? 8:30, something like that. 9:05 was the flight, but I mean, I got on the plane at like 8:30. We got off at like 4 o'clock. You know, I think it was 1 San Francisco time. That's like 7 hours without giving me food. I think it's technically kidnapping. How can you have me on a plane for 7 hours? Not even offer. It's just rude. We don't even get. It doesn't have to get down to the legal aspect of it. You're just rude to have me in your home for 7 hours and not offer me the chance to eat something. So then we had to get off the flight and then get here and fucking play football. Where, again, as I mentioned, everything happened slow motion. I don't think I need those yet. A lot of bikers, a lot of cyclists up on the mountains up here. I don't know. That's just a thing. Oh, and another thing about the flight. I sat next to a guy. There's a guy behind me who I noticed was in a Tom Brown suit, which shout out to fucking me for even noticing that. But it had the 4 stripes on the arm, and I was like, "Damn, well-dressed gentleman back here in third class." And then someone walked by him who he recognized and mentioned how he worked at GQ. And then I started fucking shamelessly throwing that Rolex around. I was like, I want this guy to fucking interview me and be like, "What's this guy doing?" I had a nice jacket too, and I was begging for people. I had concocted this fantasy in my head that this dude from GQ was gonna see me in a vintage T-shirt and be like, "Whoa, this guy's broken the mold in the fashion world. He's in a vintage T-shirt and fucking Levi's. I got to do an article on him." But again, I had a nice jacket on too that I was hoping he would notice. He didn't notice. A lot of people did notice my jacket last podcast. people were texting. I almost said commenting. People were texting me about my jacket, and it's a very nice jacket. I will admit that it's a very nice jacket. It was my big purchase in 2024, I think. But the reason I bring that up is because I think after we recorded that episode, I was down in warm weather, and I think Bert was asking me about the jacket while we were in warm weather, and I was just thinking about how down in Florida or down in places like that, people never even get the chance to wear a jacket like that. People die without ever putting on a jacket like that. That makes me sad. That is because a big heavy coat is the most. It's like being hugged by an anxiety blanket. It's like British craftsmanship and twill decided to cure your anxiety, and it's just that's how you feel walking around all day in it. It's incredible. It's like a big tapestry or a big rug they'd have hanging in a medieval castle. That's what it feels like you're walking around on your shoulders all day. You feel so fucking cool. And people in warm weather who go, "Oh, I got a tan year round." Guess what? You don't get hugged by cloth, and that feels great too. I'm just kind of zoning out. This hill right here, there's a bunch of power lines on it. But if you don't see the power lines, it kind of looks like the hill where they killed Jesus Christ. Because it kind of looks like there are a bunch of crosses up there. What hill was that? Oh, come on, Johnny. Come on! I'm not going to get this. Oh, fuck. No, I'm not going to get it. Moving on. Paz, while I think I have like 2% on my phone. Do you want to try and do the phone game, but we can maybe put that later? Okay, I have literally 1%. Let's see if we can have it. Let's see if we can get it out. Okay, I have literally 1% left on my phone. We're gonna try and play the phone game. I don't know if it'll have enough battery, but we're scrolling around. Paz, you hit me when to stop. Okay. Fucking hell here. There's a meme that says Jackie figured out the meaning of it all. I'm not sure what that one is. Oh my goodness gracious. Bro. I mean, obviously, I don't even... All right, this is April 1st, 2024. I'm definitely in Brooklyn. I don't know why I'm there, but this dude looks just like Peter Griffin. I think I'm at fucking... Dude, you know where I am? I think I'm at WWE Raw. I think I'm at Raw. That's like the only time I've ever been to Brooklyn. I'm at Raw. I think I'm at WWE Raw with Greer. April 1st, 2024. Whatever event is at Barclays that night. I'm pretty sure it was WWE, which, by the way, is the funniest event to attend because at WWE events, the concession lines are crazy, crazy long. And this is my experience. I've been to like 3, so I don't know if this is the biggest sample size. But crazy, crazy long concessions lines. And it's because what I noticed when I got up there, it's because everyone's getting sodas. So it's not beers. It takes forever to fill up a fucking fountain soda, and it's just like a line of 100 people getting the biggest soda you ever seen in your life. And you're like, dude, I just wanted to get a bag of Sour Patch Kids. Why didn't you let me cut the line, dude? I was on the road with Bert this weekend. I think I mentioned that when I was in Dothan, Alabama, a mighty long way from home. And dude, we did fucking Tampa with Bert. It was insane. Just getting to open for Bert is the craziest experience of all time, obviously. I can now say I've done stand-up comedy for, and I'm going to be missing people, John Cougar Mellencamp, Chuck Knobloch, fucking Leonard Skinner was at the show in Tampa. The Tampa Bay Lightning were at the show in Tampa. Ric Flair was at the show in Tampa. It was fucking insane. The whole thing is nuts. Like, you're traveling with an arena comic. It's just a traveling fucking rock show. So rock stars come to the rock show, and everyone in the backstage all knows each other because there's only few people in the world who can work on a fucking rock show. So everyone knows each other from different tours and shit like that. And it's insane. Bro, when I was on the phone with my dad and I'm walking through the concourse of Amalie Arena or whatever it's called now. I did call it Amalie Arena when I got on stage. Whoops. And I went, holy shit, that's Leonard Skinner. And I don't even fucking know Leonard Skinner. I just saw him. I was like, that's probably Leonard Skinner right there. And I called my dad. I'm sorry, I was on the phone with my dad. And it felt very much like Gary, the scene from Gary in Veep when he is at the, it's in season 1, and they're at the Orioles. They're at Camden Yards for like a play 60 type deal. And Gary's got to get Selena a coffee maybe, and he's running through the concourse of an empty stadium, and he's telling his dad he's hanging out with baseball players, and he's going, it is a man's job. That's how I felt telling my dad that I was seeing rock stars and was working out in the Tampa Bay Lightning gym, which I also did that. That was true. Then I made fun of the crowd on Sunday in Pensacola when the Bruins were up 3-1 in the Winter Classic. I was like, is everyone excited for the Winter Classic? It's so cool to have hockey in Florida. And they started yelling. They're like, whoa. And I was like, yeah, you guys didn't know. Tampa's down 3-1. Fuck you. And they all booed after that and laughed. And then I got off stage and we had fucking blown it all. And the Bruins lost 6-5. But also on the road in Tampa, and Bert and I had and his assistant and Blandford, Catherine Blandford, and his trainer. But we all had quite a bonding weekend. We had weather canceled the Saturday show in Duluth. It was in the state of Alabama, Georgia, because of snow. So we didn't go to Alabama. We didn't go to Georgia, and we stayed in Tampa at Bert's parents' house. So I've spent 24 hours with Mr. and Mrs. Kreischer, which was incredible. You really see how the sausage gets made. You're like, oh, you two combined are Bert, without a doubt. And then on Sunday, very, 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 very tragically, if you follow Bert, you've seen a post about it. The Kreischers lost their dog. Lost their dog Izzy of 6 years. Suddenly, very sadly. So that was, quite a bonding experience as well, being on the road with someone who just lost their dog like that. Obviously, very sad, tragic. I said that already, but went out that night. He put on a show. It's really cool to see. I don't know the people in Pensacola. If you're listening to this, they probably saw the show. I thought it was a very unique and cool show to see a comedian on stage like that, raw and that real. Like no joke. Like 30 minutes before the show, he got the call. And it was sad. It was intense. It was crazy. But went out there like fucking Brett Favre on Monday Night Football, fucking threw for, I'm not going to remember what he did on Monday Night Football, but I know he had a hell of a game the week his dad died. Whoa! Almost lost the hat. Can't lose the Dothan, Alabama hat. I genuinely love this fucking hat. I don't know why, but I really, really like it. Okay, we're wrapping this up here. It's a little cold. This is fucking insane, by the way. Oh, also, I was telling the people how this looks like the hill where they killed Jesus Christ. Doesn't it a little bit? The crosses? Whatever. It's crazy. I want to get up. I want to see what you guys have been seeing. Yeah! Fucking right, dude. This city rules. Big fan of San Francisco. It was my first time ever here. Well, actually, that's not true. I was here when I was like 6 months old, and I don't know. My aunt was living here, and my parents came with me, and we stayed with my aunt for for a summer or something like that. And my aunt had like a Japanese all girls school. Would get like lived next to my aunt, not lived, but like there was a school next to my aunt's house or apartment, and I became obsessed with the Japanese girls to the point where my parents would bring me outside to watch the I don't even know if I can be telling this story, dude. To watch the Japanese girls leave, but I would get so excited in my stroller, and the girls would get so excited, and they'd come over and we'd hang. Hey, I gotta call my mom on this. I think. Paz, can I use your phone real quick? I want to hear what she's got to say about this, because I remember this story being very, very like I've heard it like once when I was young.
Hello.
Hey, Mom, it's John Henry.
Hi, John.
How are you?
Good. Everything okay?
Everything's great. Yeah, I'm on Pavs' phone. My phone's just dead. I'm overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge right now. Beautiful view. You're on a podcast, and I'm just I'm trying to. What's the story about last time I was in San Francisco when I was a baby, and I liked the Japanese girls? Was it
Asian? I don't know. We can't be too specific.
That's a good point. Thank you.
And so we were at Ghirardelli Square and doing the whole, just strolling around, looking around, kind of being tourists. And a bus pulled up, a school bus, and a bunch of beautiful young Asian girls in uniforms got off the bus. And you hooted, hollered, kicked, shook, raised your hand, and they all, almost like they were greeting you, like kind of Pope-like. They came off and they kind of bowed to you and you'd laugh. It was the funniest thing.
They bowed to me?
It was just timing.
They would get off the bus and bow to me? That's unbelievable.
That's the story. They were probably 8 months old, 7 months old.
Okay.
You were a little guy.
Yeah, I had said 6. I knew I was super young. All right.
Yeah, you were super young. Yeah.
That's wicked funny. And then we were out here for a while, weren't we?
Yeah, we stayed with Maggie. Just a vacation. I really don't even remember how long, but truly from the airplane at Logan Airport to the end of the trip, you were just like enthralled with it. So I guess you're always going to be on a plane and out and about.
Well, I really, really like it here. This is my first time remembering it here. This place is amazing.
It is great. Go to the botanical gardens. You also like that Japanese Actually, it was kind of an Asian exploration for you.
Yeah, 7-month-old me. Like I'm gonna get into manga magazines, I think.
Yeah. That was the introduction. Yeah, started then. That's it. You planted the seed early.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mom. I will give you a call later when I get a phone charger and all that. But
all right.
Nice talking to you, and I'll catch you later.
Bye.
There was I can't believe they were bowing to me. That rules, dude. All right, I think that's that. We'll do Super Bowl season. Yeah, wait. I want to fucking suck San Francisco's dick a little more real quick. This place rules. We really haven't done much, but just like, you feel like you're in the Virgin Islands, but you're also in California, but you're also, I don't know. It's just, I really, really, that's Luke. I really, really have enjoyed, have enjoyed being here and seeing it. And I even like downtown. I think everyone at this company might be a pussy, just to be clear. I think everyone's like, everyone's terrified of our fucking hotel. They're like, they act like we're in Baghdad. We're in Times Square near a bus stop. Yeah, there's a homeless guy occasionally. It's not that bad. It's crazy. Like, we were walking around last night. Everyone's like, this is nuts. It's not great. I will admit that. It's also not terrifying. Whatever. That's it. San Francisco fucking rules. Everyone else is a pussy. See you next week. Oh, wait. Also, we got ranked Super Bowl cities. Okay. I'd rather rank Super Bowls themselves. It's hard because I was so young for the early ones, right? Like, I actually remember I remember the Rams one most clearly, I think. My number one is 28-3. Which, by the way, unfortunately, we're going to have Hank on today. I know I said earlier, like, some actual friends might be on. We're going to have Hank on. We're going to rehash some Super Bowl stories, but he couldn't make it. He actually tried very hard. I appreciate that. But he is part of this massive show called Part of My Take. You might have heard of them. And this is like their Super Bowl week. So he's very busy. But I think one would be 28-3. And I feel like I still like really want to. No! Ah! Sorry, I just jumped off a cliff. One is 28-3. Two is Seahawks. Oh wait, yeah. 3 is Rams or first Rams. 4 Eagles. 5 second Rams. 6 Panthers. 7 Bucks. And then this would be like I think this would be after the first Rams one. I think this would be 4. This would be 4, I think, for me. But it also, I don't know. I mean, I have like personal connections to this now. That's one of the crazy things about all this is that, like, obviously, like I feel like we're a part of it. Obviously, we're not. Like, I'm not stupid. But there has been so much interaction between Patriots and Barstool. Like, it doesn't feel like we're part of the team. It does feel like we're part of the organization. I'll say that. Like, if like we're the, you know, when sometimes they fly like the like front office or like the whole fucking organization out. Feels like we'd be on one of those flights, and it's awesome to be out here again. And insanely cool that Dave bought everyone tickets. Like, that's what I mean. Like we're part of the organization. Like, Dave's making the organizations combined. I don't know. It's awesome. Fucking go Pats. Go for it. I also think it's insane that people think this isn't going to be a game. The fuck are you talking about? Pats win. Mike Vrabel. Good night.